It's June 23rd, 2022. The phone that I love more than anything is broken. It keeps going through some cycle. The new phone that he bought me that I refuse to use because I like my Note. This is my Note. It's my LG Note. I love it more than anything. And it's what I use. It doesn't have cell service any longer. He cut that off. But it still works for the recording the videos and putting them onto the one station. But now somebody in the field is interfering with it. My other phone, 2 different countries, by the way, is what's on the box according to whatever. Here's what I know. I told my son this morning, I said, if your life depended on it, because it might someday, I said, if anybody asks you what's over the finish line, what is your answer? And he said, Russia. And I said, good. That's it. So that one piece of data, because there's another side of the story on the other end of the finish line. And so in that story context, there's some Roman account, which I call Renaissance, which is in paintings. Then there's some Hellenistic, which is the Greek. So there's the Italian version, there's the Greek version, there's the Finnish, and over the finish line is Russia. Normally, they have a checkered flag at the finish line when they pay homage in New York, just so they're clear. I heard for Hollywood stats, Brad Pitt was in a movie called Troy. It's subjective. I don't know who's telling the story. I don't even know if they got the characters correct. I mean, his part, he looks like one of the gods. But again, in this only. So that happened. And so again, I'm in this Union Jack. Do you know how many times, how many pieces of equipment within my life frame I've had and purchased or had to purchase in New York because someone somewhere sends a virus, a signal, a hack, or whatever, and ruins my equipment. And then it forces me to what they call upgrade the equipment. Thousands of dollars totally wasted. I would have had one computer my entire life if it hadn't had been for viruses and this hack job and this forced whatever. And then my thing is, they forced me to pay thousands of dollars for equipment to participate, to just try to get some form of compensation or purse or currency or whatever. But yet they keep hacking and ruining the equipment, which then forces more dollars into their system. So now this gets confusing at who's benefiting by causing me to have to purchase more. I mean, there's a consumer concern on that. So now I have Hellenistic prowess, which is Greek. There's the Roman god Minerva prowess. I mean, I'm in a city that has, in some places, Troy at the bottom, and some are Bury, B-U-R-Y, Bury. So now, I'm stuck. I just am. Again, the movie Troy was supposed to be Helen of Troy. It's Hellenistic. There's the sagas somewhere. All of these things I don't even have access to. The man from England who sat in the garden party, for all intended purposes, if I was Alice in Wonderland at that age, in England, and that was a garden party, and they were talking about Vikings, I had no idea. I never even heard the word. They had removed all of that education from my ability to even know my own heritage. by the time I arrived and came of age in 1989. Not my parents. It's whatever's going on in New York around here that's taken away free will and the ability to get to Nicklaus. There was one person who came, said he was Mark King at first, then it was Nicklaus or Nicholas. Again, Smithsonian records, same date that he was there with important whatever, and then just disappeared again. So, I mean, like, there is record of the important whatever. What I don't understand is why I'm stuck in this disgusting and why all of this equipment keeps malfunctioning when all I want to do is to never see, use, or touch any of this crap and to just go be with what I was born for and stay the hell away from everything that the humans are up to. But yet, even that simple request and task has been taken away. The other day, they have these motorcade, like not motorcade with cars, but like dirt bikes and ATVs. And there was this gigantic tractor that went over it. It was a Caterpillar. And Mayor Adams was waving a checkered flag. Again, two sides of the finish line now have a very accurate story. I know Sweden's on the other side, but whatever. Three sides to every story now. It just becomes more complicated. Lewis was kind enough, finally, to buy me meal replacement supplements, which is what I've been asking for in the house. So now I can stop eating the ridiculous amount of chemicals that she pushes in the food process that Linda has, whatever. And he also bought me a knee brace, a compression sock for the knee. So I'm hoping the fluid will finally, whatever. But in real serious things with plasma and fluid movement and so on and so forth, at the supra portion of the bursa in the articulation of the knee, for some reason, by where the connective tissue is of the multiple ligature system, the fluid has pooled there and has refused to be absorbed back into the tissue. I don't know what that's a sign of. Again, I haven't studied disease process in its entirety, but I also don't have a qualified doctor to rely upon to ask for help or for advice. I don't have access to them. In these magical machines, you have to have magic numbers. And I don't have magic digits or magic numbers that connects to magical people of importance while I'm stuck in this New York situation. It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. It's Earth, solar system, Milky Way, universe, galaxy is broken. And interestingly enough, yesterday when I looked up Finland, there was a bronze statue of Alexander II. Again, I don't know if that's really the country that statue comes from, but it's on the MaxiPad internet as if it is. So I'm going to assume that it is for this one reference point.